Not everyone can honestly say they like what they do. I can honestly say I love what I do, and that love is for real estate. I love it so much, I decided to share some of my experiences, while at the same time, share critical information that hopefully every aspiring real estate investor can use. So sit back, grab your pen and paper, and damn it, let's have a good time. Headed over to a property that I purchased in Western Branch, Chesapeake. I do know that I'm comfortable in terms of where I purchased the property at. That relieves a lot of the anxiety. I know a lot of investors, they're like, oh my God, I'm over budget, this and that. When you purchase right and you have a pretty high ceiling for your after repair value, that kind of eases some of that anxiety that first-time flippers or even experienced flippers have, because you know that you have that cushion built in as a reserve. Hey, how you doing, guys? This is John Leviege. This is one of my rehab properties on Y Street. I'm going to be taking you guys from start to finish. I'm going to show you the numbers. I'm going to show you the behind the scenes, how I arrived at the offer, the ARV, everything. It's going to be fun. Come on. Guys, it's beautiful inside. Absolutely beautiful. Welcome to my latest fix and flip project located in the neighborhood of Western Branch, Chesapeake. I primarily purchased properties directly from the private owner, but I actually found this bad boy just hanging around on the MLS, just begging for me to show it some love. This property is currently 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,600 square feet, ranch style property. We always hear of investors talking about, oh wow, this property has so much potential. But it's important to identify exactly what that potential really is. See, I told y'all it was beautiful, right? Always check the tax records for the specifics about a particular property, and don't solely rely on the MLS. Sometimes agents inadvertently make mistakes, totally screwing up the number of bedrooms and baths. Even more importantly, when you see a property with a considerable amount of square footage in proportion to the number of bedrooms, you should instantly be thinking about how you can increase the value of that property by adding bedrooms and baths with the existing square footage. In this case, I did just that. Properties to me are similar to relationships. There has to be something about a property that catches my attention and makes me think, oh, yeah, I gotta have that. The fact that this property was 1,600 square feet with only 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, I found to be extremely sexy. In this particular neighborhood, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,800 square feet, they sell anywhere between $270 to $280. So when I first walked in this property, I'm thinking, okay, the bank wants $119 for it. I stayed at a purchase price of $100,000. They did highest and best scenarios, and highest and best, in case you don't know, that's basically where the bank gets you to bid against yourself. I stayed at my price, $100,000. They finally say, oh, you know what, let's take it, because so many other investors, for whatever reason, passed on the property. It was done incorrectly. There were multiple failed permits that were recorded with the city that needed to be corrected by an individual investor. So, as you can imagine, a lot of them don't want to deal with that headache, because you have to put plans together. You have to put all this stuff together before you can actually start a project. And before you even finish with the plumbing and you move on to the next stage, the city needs to inspect it. And one huge thing that I found after buying the property was the foundation. During my 10-day due diligence period, I discovered there was an unfinished addition done on the back of the property by the previous owner that failed many inspections and wasn't up to code. And it's pretty obvious. You can see where the addition ends and begins right there by the brick. Just note that the addition was done very poorly. So there's a lot of things that have to be corrected with the city, a lot of permits that failed and expired. So before we can even say that this is a solid 4-bedroom property, we need to address all those issues. To make matters even worse, according to my termite inspection, The property needed over $10,000 in foundation repairs. This whole section of the property was actually sitting on these blocks right here. That's not good. Foundation problems in any house can absolutely destroy a rehab budget. I guess it's a gift and a curse why I didn't find this before I purchased the property. I had a termite inspection. Termite guy couldn't crawl in certain areas because there were certain barriers underneath the house, and he didn't see this right here. So, speaking with my contractors, I said, okay, man, we need to put a plan together. So obviously they put together these trusses and these beams underneath to hold and support the structure of the home. Keep one thing in mind. Whenever you're purchasing a property, you always have to make sure that your rehab budget is a fixed number. That's the only number that should never change. That's where a lot of investors get in trouble. They try to do as little as possible to try to make the numbers work. So what you guys are looking at right now is basically phase one of the project. Demo. Contractors are coming in and trying to really find out exactly what is... Hold on, what the hell this is? Contractors eating on the job. Like I said, phase one, demo. Right now, we're basically just waiting on the city to inspect this crap, to inspect the foundation. Once they inspect the foundation, then we can move ahead to the next phase of the project, which is why all these pipes are here. We're at the mercy of the city right now. So, it's pretty easy to see why many investors pass on this property. Don't be scared, and let me tell you why. What they didn't see, it's a 4-bedroom, 2 full bath. If they looked at the tax records, it's a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath, and it's 200 square feet less. Do your homework. So that's why I wasn't afraid to pull the trigger, because I wasn't basing it off of a 3-bedroom, 2 bath evaluation. It was based off of 4 bedrooms. So in my next episode, guys, I'm gonna break down the numbers and show you exactly why this was a good investment and I didn't run like all the rest of them. So, till next time. If you need help with comps or evaluating a property to determine how much you should offer, don't hesitate to email me at johnoffers757@gmail.com.